So, as you may or may not be aware, I'm not very techy. I've had you upside down.
Oh, I go by Angie Byron or webchick, and more people know me as webchick than Angie Byron. So today, what I love to do at DrupalCon on the last day of the sprint days is just walk around all the tables and see what everyone's working on, because there's hundreds of people here, and they're all sort of scratching their own itches on everything from Drupal.org to like what is the newest, coolest content staging thing going to be, to how are we going to get Drupal 8 done, and just everybody working together and collaborating with people they don't get to see all the time. It's a lot of fun for me. I feel like we made a lot of really great decisions about the Drupal 8 release management stuff here that we'll be able to put into practice and help try and focus efforts on getting the critical issues resolved, trying to clean up the loose ends that we still have, and getting the release out the door faster. And then the other thing I'm going to be working on for the next month is something called Drupal Module Upgrader, which is a script that can help contrib modules port their modules to Drupal 8. And it automates a lot of that task, and so that's something I also want to dump a lot of time. Now that beta's here, it's a great time for people to update their modules, so I want to work on tools to help facilitate that.
What are you reading besides books on Drupal? Anything that...
So not much, although I love reading kids' books because I have a daughter who's 16 months now, and she loves to be read to, and so we read all kinds of stuff. So my latest books I've been reading are Where's the Green Sheep? And Go Dog Go, and a bunch of like Richard Scarry stuff and things like that she loves to know what everything's called. And anyway, she loves books. So there's a Dr. Seuss book called Oh, the Places You'll Go. That book is dark, man. That is like dark book, but it's entertaining. Like, it's like, I remember this when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, but I don't remember it like that.
Right.
I listen to a lot of old music because I'm one of those curmudgeon-y people who kind of thinks like the best music already was made, and so I listen to that. So like, I've been having like I don't know, like 70s rock, 80s pop, 90s punk rock. Like, that's sort of what's in my like chain all the time. Hair metal, junk like that, just to like kind of relive my kid age stuff. I think the community has grown to such an enormous size now that I guess one thing I wonder about, and sort of not really worry about, but am curious about, is if we still manage to retain the same sort of small knit community feel that we had back when I started, where there were 70 people at a DrupalCon and not like 2,500 or however many people were here. And it's sort of like, and it's cool to kind of walk around DrupalCon, especially on a sprint day, because I actually feel like we have retained that, and people are sort of finding people to connect with and cool things to work on and stuff like that. But I think it's something that we all need to collectively be intentional about. Is it's not just enough that Drupal's this great software project, it's also about the people, and trying to make sure that we retain that same welcoming, inclusive community that got all of us in the door for the generations to come. So that's just something I would leave as a parting.